Hey everybody, it's a little bit cold this morning here in South Alabama. I'm going to do this video straight through. We're not going to edit it. If I flub up, I'll straighten it out. But we had a lot of people asking us questions about our Honda Pioneer. It's a 2021, so we thought we would do a video and go over the things that we've done. By no means are we experts, or are we claiming to be experts. We just happen to enjoy what we're doing. We also realize that there's many other buggies that are far faster and more powerful than the Honda Pioneer, but for our needs, the Honda Pioneer is just what we need. It's got plenty of power, it's reliable, it can haul 5 people, and it gets the job done with plenty of power for us. So the first thing I'd like to go over with would be the suspension. And then in the front, we have the CFAB 3-inch lift, and they're also 2 inches forward. What that does is it allows you to run up to a 32-inch tall tire. The tires on here are 32 by 10 by 16 moto claws, and they use a M20 16-inch rim. We also installed at the same time the all balls aftermarket axles, because once we were in there, we didn't want to have to go back in and put new ones in if the stock ones broke. Around to the back, you'll be able to see the arched A-arm, which is part of the kit, the bottom A-arm, which is part of the kit. It also provides 3 inches of lift in the rear, and then we've got the tow hook, so when we get stuck, we can have somebody help us get out. Now, as far as the under the hood stuff, up front, we installed a 5,000-pound winch. The Honda Pioneer comes with the ability to mount the winch right there in place. All the wiring that we've done underneath the hood includes a dual battery setup. We happen to have used a Harley-Davidson touring model battery, which is just fine, fits in there just perfect. We also did our fuse block. This is the unit for the, I'm tongue-tied, for the winch right here. This is your battery isolator. This is our amplifier for the stereo. It's a Moto 600.4. That means it's 150 watts per channel RMS, and it is a monster. All the wiring we tried to do as neatly as possible. So there's the under the hood view.
Nice.
Stock breather, we're not going to put a snorkel on it. And so for demo purposes, we just put this right back on like that for right now. All right, and then as far as the lights go, up top we've got a 48-inch curved LED light bar. On the inside,
Let's show those nice switches you got in there.
go around to the other side, and that way you can film it nicely. All right, so on the inside, we've got a pre-made dash plate. The factory, as most of you Pioneer owners know, the factory just has a big warning label right there. We cut all that out and put in the switch plate. Well, that's the light bar. This is a dome light. Now, this is really neat. We used, we happen to own a motorcycle shop here in Sampson, Alabama. We specialize in Harley-Davidsons. Well, I used a lot of parts off the motorcycles to fit them onto here. So we made up this dome light outfit right here. We put 3 dome lights in. Hit that button right there and you've got a dome light right here. You've got a dome light in the middle, and you've also got a dome light in the rear for the cargo. Okay. And then we have the in and out right to here located for the winch. You've got the light whips here. This is backup lights, but we also have reverse lights. So when we put it in reverse, those lights will come on. We also have what I'm gonna call rear service lights. So we hit those. If you're not in reverse, you can still have lights. This is for the stereo. We installed a very inexpensive head unit. There's no reason to spend a lot of money on a head unit. All you're using is the low-level output for this thing into the amplifier, so the quality of the radio is really kind of irrelevant in this case. We've got, this is a Bluetooth stereo too, and it provides a spot to charge the phone, which is fine. This is a $40 radio, guys. and girls. Okay, and then we've got the switch here for both batteries. This is your, what I'm gonna call the chassis battery, and this is the accessory battery. Been running the radio, so it's a little low. But if we start it, you can see that the unit will charge both batteries here in just a second. If you'll watch it, the accessory battery will kick on just as soon as it gets running. There it goes. Now both batteries are being charged by the Pioneer's alternator, and it'll be charging all day until you use it. Now, all the stereo equipment, all the accessories, if you'll watch this thing, I'll turn on every option we have here. Now, if you'll watch, the bottom one is pulling as soon as the isolator goes away. See, the bottom one's pulling. The top one is still your cranking battery. It's not being utilized at all by the accessories. You can see the difference right there. So that's the main reason for the dual battery setup. All right, let's kill all this stuff here.
Winch everybody out in the woods.
Yep,
You can
winch everybody out in the woods.
Stereo all night long.
We've got mirrors
Don't run down.
up top.
Love that.
Tilt out windshield. And both left and right mirrors for the thing. All right, and then let's see, what else do we have? Covered everything. Tip out windshield, strap. Oh, let me show you something on the tailgate. All right, so on the tailgate, because sometimes you might want to carry people with you, so you got this big cooler. Well, the cooler we have strapped down in the factory strap hook locations. I ordered them from Honda, just got a couple extra little hooks right here, strap hooks right here, so that when we unhook the cooler and move it back to tilt up the seats, the cooler can be strapped down right here on the tailgate. Also, we did the tailgate leveling system because the factory, the tailgate sits up about like that. So we put the leveling system on it. These are, as far as the stereo goes, these are the Polk Audio pods. These are 6.5 inch pods. Their speakers are good for about 150 watts RMS a piece. Don't sound like much, but I guarantee you it would hurt your ears in here if you hear all day long. We use the Gnome subwoofer. Provides all the lows. These are all highs. We've got the amplifier set. This is all high end frequency. This is the low end frequency, and it gives it a really good depth of sound. Our roof, we use the canvas strapped on roof. I love it. It provides a lot of cooling. Not too much for the rain, but who cares? It works really well. I recommend it for everybody. Holding our phones, we've got the Ram design phone holders. Beth puts hers in the cubby hole over there when we're riding.
That steering wheel you got there.
Steering wheel, this is real easy. Everybody asks about the steering wheel. This is really simple. These things are only about 50 bucks. This is a golf cart steering wheel. Hess Performance makes an adapter for the Talon and the Pioneer that adapts to any golf cart steering wheel. So for under 100 bucks, you can put a custom steering wheel on your buggy. Everybody wants to know where that came from, and well, that's it. This is a neat little item here. I call this the ride light. Now what that does is you turn it on to about right there, and if you'll notice, there's one single little light right there. At nighttime, that provides a nice, gentle little glow all over the cab, so you don't have to be in the total darkness whenever you stop out in the woods. I call that the ride light. That's a Steve Carr original right there.
Yeah, it is.
Other than that, we've got some accessories we're going to put in here to stop the doors from moving. They're just little pushings that we're going to put in there to keep those from rattling. That's coming up pretty soon. We love the unit. It's a great unit, and we enjoy this stuff very much, Beth and I do, and we hope that this little video will help people with Pioneers see that all this stuff can be done on your own. We've done a real good job of taking our time doing the wiring right so that everything's snug and tightly done. If you'll notice, everything runs along the roll bar like you'd probably see in an aircraft or something. It's really nicely done, tie wrapped all along, very secure. It's not going to give us any trouble out in the woods or bouncing around. It'll last for a long time. We put all of our stickers on the windshield. We like to put all our stickers on the windshields, that parts and stuff that we use. use. Beth and I own a company that makes mufflers for Harley Davidsons called the SVT Bone Shakers and the SVT Jackhammers. We produce those here in Sampson, Alabama at our shop. We're real proud of the product.
And we also own a gym.
We own a gym. Although to look at both of us, you wouldn't know that we own a gym, but we do own a gym.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. All right. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it. And Beth and I are this type people. We are these type people.
Definitely.
We don't mess around. We are this kind of people, and that's just the way it is. And we enjoy this stuff. And hope
we're also this kind of people.
we're also that kind of people. So if we can help you, let us know. We're located in Sampson, Alabama. Sampson V-Twin and Sampson ATV is the name of the shop. I'd be glad to help you if we can. We can provide any of these parts, or you can get them yourself. Just wanted to let you know what's available. Thank you for your time.